All right, hello, welcome back to the stream, everybody. So yeah, today we're going to be playtesting Gunforged. So there's a lot going on, there's a lot to cover here. So I guess before I get into all of the stuff, the new stuff with Gunforged and what the plans are for release and everything, I'll just go ahead and do my usual pitch. All the ways that you can support my work are linked in the description below. If you want to learn how to build a complete game in the Godot engine, I've got 2 Udemy courses, one for C# and one for GDScript. So you can pick those up. It's a great way of financially supporting me, and it's also a great way to kickstart your Godot learning. And also you could sign up for my newsletter at firebelly.com. And of course, wishlist Gunforged. And the reason why you should wishlist Gunforged is because it's coming out very soon. So yeah, I guess I'll get into that right now. So Gunforged was originally slated to release at the end of February 28th. But I was looking at the, you know, when you're in Steam's sort of back end as a developer, you can see all of the upcoming Steam events. And let's just say that the planned release was going to be a bad time because there's a lot of Steam events, and I was thinking about doing it in March instead, like the first couple weeks of March, but there's just like the timing is not good. So what I'm going to do for Gunforged is I'm actually going to release it on the 17th of February, which is a Monday. So right around the middle of February is when Gunforged is going to be releasing. And of course, that gives me roughly a week and a half less time than I had anticipated, which means that I've got to accelerate my timeline a little bit. So I've basically got one more full week where I can add any new content, do some playtesting, so on and so forth. And then I need to start reaching out to creators on YouTube and Twitch and other places to advertise the game so that I can hopefully collect a bunch of wish lists in the couple of weeks prior to launch. And that will hopefully give me a good launch day. So, yeah, basically what I need to do now is just tidy up the game and fix it up. The good news is that the game is feeling great. I spent several hours yesterday playtesting, specifically the graveyard level, because the dungeon level has been playtested to death, and the dungeon level feels really good. And the graveyard level, I literally played probably 3 hours, just nonstop, playing the graveyard level, making tweaks, playing it again, basically trying to get to the point where I could beat it with some level of regularity. And I think there's still some tweaks that need to be made there. I might actually do a graveyard playthrough here first. So, but the big thing is I need to go and then playtest the cave level, which has not been properly playtested in its entirety yet. So, anyway, that's what we're going to be doing on this stream. I may get into some other kinds of work here that I've got in the backlog. I want to redo some art, add an extra thing to the prize wheel event, that kind of good stuff. But let's get right into it. Hello, Metaphorical Code. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. Also, what I had on the screen here, these are the Steam achievements. So I just got finished doing these this morning. There are, 11 achievements to get in Gunforged. There's one achievement for beating each boss, and then there's achievements for dealing 1 million damage total, and an achievement for killing 25,000 enemies total. And then there's also achievements for unlocking all the passives, unlocking all the guns, and unlocking all of the runes. So those are the passives here. And then, what else did I do before I get into the playtesting here? What else did I do? Let's see. I just buffed and nerfed a bunch of things too. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything too notable here. Most of this stuff, I added Steam Cloud saves. That was a while ago though. Yeah, the other thing I did last night was I also play tested on all the platforms. So I tested it on my Mac laptop that I have. I also installed Linux on a USB drive so I could get an actual running Linux system going. So yeah, it works on all the desktop platforms perfectly. And yeah, so all that good stuff. Anyway, enough stalling here. Let's go ahead and get right into it. And let's go ahead and play test. So like I said, I'm just going to let's do this. I'm going to turn off the background music so that we can listen to the game music. And hopefully this doesn't break my stream here. There we go. So let's turn this up. Might be a little bit quiet, but I could always bump up that volume if you guys want, but hello, Felipe. Welcome back. Great to see you again. Okay, so let's see. So because I did a bunch of playtesting yesterday, I've got a bunch of stuff unlocked. I've got a decent amount of the passive tree unlocked, actually. Let's see. I've got 200 gold. Can I unlock anything? Yeah, so basically what I did is obviously got to take this one first, but I took the stamina tree up here, and then I also took this health tree. That was helping me out a lot. And of course, this banker one just increases the amount of gold that you loot, which is really important. I think I want to get this one next so I can get my builds in order more. Although, getting an increased rune drop rate would be really nice as well. I also want to make this encounters more frequent, so this is good. I mean, I'm testing how this tree is feeling, and like, there are actually quite a few bonuses here that I really want. It's going to be hard to decide between, so that's a good thing. I do probably want to grab this one too. That's going to make the game easier as well. That's also gonna, dang, these are good upgrades, man. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and play test. Is there a time they usually stream in what time zone? Yeah, so on weekends, which right now today is a weekend, I think, right? It's Sunday. Yeah, so I usually, on weekends, I stream just like whenever. They're just like bonus streams. But during weekdays, 10 a.m. Eastern. So basically this time during weekdays. So yeah, welcome to the stream, by the way, Blackberry Pie. Great to have you here. Have you created the game music yourself, by the way? No, I hired a contractor to do the music. That is one skill that I have not yet developed, and I don't think I will ever develop it because the music sounds like something that I'm not going to enjoy doing. So I'll just hire somebody to do it all the time. I'm eager to, I know you're not supposed to say this, but I'm interested in like the AI music generation stuff. It's not quite that good yet, but as an indie developer, if I could just pay a subscription to generate like really high quality AI music, like that matches the style perfectly, that would be interesting, but I don't think it's quite there yet. So I paid somebody to make the music for me. Increase max health? Yes. Cow. I really don't like the Lightning magazine because it's so just chaotic. But it's usually pretty good. So let's see what's up here. Hail to fire. Every 30 stacks of burning applied calls down a fiery meteor. I think I'll sacrifice a health for this one. So yeah, I did a lot of playtesting on this level yesterday. I nerfed basically everything. And the other thing too is like the enemies had too much health, and that was making the game really boring and it was kind of a drag. So my original intention was to make all of the enemies have more health every level, but I'm kind of backing off of that position now. It's more fun when you can kill enemies very quickly. So these enemies do have more base health than the dungeon enemies, but it's a very minor increase. Dashing lasts 3 times longer. Let's take Secret Service. That's a good one. I need all the help I can get to get through this. Minimalist. That's not going to help me. Let's put that over there. Should I do a gun scramble? I might do a gun scramble, actually. I'm not in love with this gun over here. What did I get? Oh, I got that monstrosity, although that's quite a bit of damage there. Ooh, that's good, actually. Ooh, that shoots 3 rats at a time? Dang. Also, yeah, I don't know. I've increased the variability of all the gun parts. So I think I've mentioned this on a previous stream, but the gun parts were all feeling very samey, and so I just went and said, look, I'm just going to make everything highly variable, so you can get like this. Like I got 3 bullets being shot at once from a magazine that typically doesn't do that. So the gun parts are all feeling much more useful. It's exciting to get upgrades. And I'm just happy with how this is all turning out here. So yeah, I reduced the amount of bullets that the skeletons shoot. I'm also... What else did I do? Well, we'll talk about the other enemies as they show up in the level here. Love the music and the sound design overall. These UI sounds are sure thick. Thanks, yeah. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's turning out good. Berserk. Set max health to 1. I don't want to do that. I guess I'll take dodgeball. I should have... Well, I have a passive reroll. I could have used that, but... Ooh, got haunt, but I'm only shooting 2 bullets now. Yeah. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, but I'm not getting many rune slots here. That's kind of annoying me. But I could create... I almost have a set bonus for that gun right there. Okay. Yeah, the graveyard track is really... The music track is really good. It's got like a spooky vibe. So what else did I do? These skulls over here, those floating skulls, I made them shoot fewer bullets, and I also made them spawn less frequently because like the whole level was filled with those flying bullets, and it's like it was really hard. So they only shoot like anywhere between 4 and 6 bullets, and they don't spawn as often, so that's good. Pants on fire. Oh, wait, I need that, right? Do I have hail to fire? Yes. Okay, so if I get pants on fire, that's going to synergize very well. That... Ooh, I'm almost got... Ooh, chain lightning. Yes. I buffed this too. So chain lightning now does 50% bullet damage to each enemy it chains to, and it also applies shock. So let's see how this goes. There's the chain lightning. I just realized a little bit of the game is being cut off at the bottom there. That's alright though. You can't quite see my gold amount at the bottom of the screen. Do you see that hail to fire proccing there? Those meteors come down. And again, those meteors, they, if they kill something, it calls down another meteor. Ooh, give me that. Oh my gosh. Literally just wasted that health that I picked up. Get out of here. How many levels are there? I mean, geometry and level design-wise, also been wondering why you don't use JetBrains Writer as your main coding tool. Ain't it better than VS Code? How many levels are there? So there are 3 levels. So there's the dungeon, the graveyard, and the cave level. And then... why do I use VS Code? I just think VS Code it's more comfortable for me. Writer definitely is more sophisticated for C# development, but I haven't really... there's nothing in Writer that I particularly miss. I mean, I have a Writer license, so if I'm doing something that requires more sophisticated C# tooling, I'll open that up instead. But VS Code is just, yeah, just more comfortable for me. I don't know why. It's just the tool that I've always used because when I was doing software engineering full-time as a full-stack developer, that was just my IDE that I used. Do I want any of these? No. I need more rune slots. I can't make use of this minimalist here. Actually, I'm just going to sell that. I don't want that. Do I reroll? No, I don't want to. I gotta maybe change the gun scrambler. I want more chain lightning. That's what I want. Or fire. If I can increase the number of fire stacks that I'm applying, I can get those meteors like really ramped up. Oh my gosh. The chain lightning gets really ridiculous. If you can combine the chain lightning with like bullet split and bullet pierce, because the chain lightning gets inherited by all those new bullets that are created, you get like a pack of enemies and then a bullet split and everything, and the chain lightning just goes nuts and just super cool. All right, lifesteal, blazing trails. I have to update that blazing trail. Let me write that down, because I have been wanting to do that for a while. Update blazing trails effects. Blood Brothers, lifesteal. Oh, I do have bleed actually. So do I take lifesteal or do I take Blood Brothers? I'm gonna take Blood Brothers. I like Blood Brothers. Ooh, yes, look at this. Boom. Set bonus. I don't have any runes though. Where are all the runes? Why am I not getting runes here? I should probably check that. Level additional weight. Rune weight. Update table. Do I have logs for this? Begin wave rewards loot table. Let me take a look at this. Begin wave. Yeah, it looks like the runes have a weight of 70. Why is this being updated so much? Oh, yeah, it gets updated every time. Every time an enemy dies, because the health weight, this health weight here gradually increases. So the way that the health globe works is that it starts off at 0 weight, and then every enemy you kill increases the health globe weight of the table. So that was my way of kind of balancing it out, because otherwise, if it's just a flat rate and you're killing, like if you have a 3% chance to drop a health globe and you're killing like 100 enemies every 10 seconds, you start to get a lot of them. So that was just my way of reducing that. Do I want to do this? I think that's fine. I've got that. I don't have any... That's a DPS increase, but I lose a bleed and a rune slot. So I'm just gonna go ahead with what I've got. I might reduce the range of the chain lightning a little bit. There you go. To see how the chain lightning just goes absolutely nuts when there's a group of enemies. I think I picked up a rune too. That's good. Yes. Go, Blood Brothers. There's another rune. Be the fuse. Grease ball. Let's do that. Okay, fire. Here we go. Fire rate depletes. Let's get rid of that. Let's put copycat here. Copycat duplicates the effect of the first rune. So I should have 2 stacks of lightning now, or chain lightning rather. I put that there. Now I can add shock. Do I want to put homing bullets on there? Yeah, might as well. Okay. Now we're starting to get some runes. The chain lightning is so much fun. When is chain lightning ever not fun? Oof. Set max health to 1. Set health to 0. No, I don't want to do that. Bloated. I'm not using poison. Do I use my reroll? I'll use my reroll. Beefy Combustion Soul Sucker. I don't have any poison. I'll take Combustion. I think that will work. Because I have this. Let's see. I've got grease ball, adds 1 stack of oil to nearby enemies every 3 seconds. And then I also have... Hold on a second. Grease... So I've got grease ball, and then I've also got pants on fire. So that should automatically just trigger the combustion here. Yeah. Yeah, sweet. Do I want to lose a rune slot? Yeah, I don't think I need the homing bullets. Bullet split. Let's put that there. And let's put that one there. I'll sell those. Do I reroll? It's probably not a good reroll. All right. Have you finished the pixie, by the way? The one that applies random statuses from one of the previous streams? I did, yeah. The fairy godmothers. I can show you that art after this run, if I remember. Go, yes. Applying all the fire stacks. Yes. You must be getting really excited for the release. Hello, Mornay. Yes, I am. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I'm moving the release date up to February 17th rather than February 28th. So there's a lot of work to do. I got to reach out to a lot of content creators. The next couple weeks are going to be grind mode for sure, but it's going to be good. All right, let's see what you got. Okay, well, he doesn't have anything that great. I guess I can put... Wait. Yeah, I'll put that there. Midas Bullet. Ooh, that would be a good one. Do I want to put the 19 gold? Let's heal. Normal enemies have a 0.5% chance on hit to die instantly and explode as gold. I really like that one, so I'm gonna just put that in my little rune inventory here. Make sure I keep that. Do I want to put it anywhere? I probably don't need this shock stack, so I'm going to put that there. Yeah. Normal enemies have a 0.5% chance to explode into gold. All right, let's see how that works. All right, boss time. So I nerfed the Mausoleum Magnate. I nerfed his health quite a bit. I also nerfed his attack patterns a little bit. I also changed the enemies that he spawns. He spawns the skulls now, as you can see. Which, the reason... He was spawning the zombie turtles before, but there was just too many things on the ground to dodge. So, I need to lock in. Hold on. I need to lock in. Ugh. Thank goodness for the 2 dashes that I have. Oh my gosh. I am not doing so hot here. Oh my gosh, no. Okay, I'm gonna reduce. I'm gonna do some more reductions. He's spawning those ads way too frequently. But let's see, can I do it? Okay, I did it. Oh, not without losing almost all of my health though. Okay, I'm gonna reduce that spawn time. I think the ads are good. Like, there needs to be ads in the boss fights because a lot of the passives and weapon affixes rely on like hitting enemies or doing something to enemies, which if it's just the boss, that becomes impossible, right? So, but it should also be the case that if you kill the ads, you should have a brief moment of like relief, right? Which I was not feeling there. So reduce ad timer for zombie tycoon. Okay. I'm really excited for you. Thank you. How long has Gunforged been in the making? It's been in development in some form for like 4 years. So yeah, it's not 4 years of nonstop work, but it's gone through many iterations. And originally it was going to be a Gunforged, or not a Gunforged, an Enter the Gungeon clone. And yeah, I want to do a video sometime after the game releases, kind of like just going through the whole history of the game and like, here's what it looked like and here's why I made these, like just a nice, you know, somewhat lengthy video just going through everything. Let's do combustion. Ooh, here we go. Ooh. All right, I guess I'm going to abandon my dreams of having... I just need a necromancer. 5 rune slots? Jeepers. Oh, you know what? I was going to go for the necromancer gun, but... this would probably be better. Okay. Okay. I've got 1 health left, so oops. Okay, so the slimes are also something else that I've nerfed. They used to shoot way too frequently, so I nerfed those slimes. I nerfed their goodness, I can't talk and focus at the same time. I nerfed the bullet range that they shoot, and I nerfed the frequency with which they shoot. So the slimes are a lot easier now too. I need health. Oh, there's a health. Yes. Oh, look at all those runes. Okay. Gotta collect this gold. Oh, I missed one. Okay. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Robust. I saw that soul sucker. I still don't have any poison. But maybe I'll just preemptively take the soul sucker passive. Oh, there's poison. Okay. Boom. Oh, but I don't have bleed. Dang. Okay, well, let's hold on. Let's sell these. Let's hold on to the poison. What is this range? 190. Take the leapfrog. Yeah, we'll do that. Dang. All right, well, I need some bleed now, I guess. Oh my gosh. Oh, I killed somebody with the Midas bullet. Jeepers. Chain lightning with Haunt is actually super good for groups of enemies because it just ends up dealing tons of damage to all the nearby enemies. There we go. All right. Whew. Imaginary friend. Oh, we got to take the imaginary friend, right? Or poison? No, let's do imaginary friend. We have to take that one. Still no bleed. Alternate fire. What's up here? Thunderstorm zap. Thunderstorm would be kind of nice, I guess, but I would lose health. The nice thing about the slimes, though, those slime enemies, is that they have a very predictable attack pattern. They just shoot in all the cardinal directions. So as long as you maintain an angle, like, you won't get hit. This is absolutely nuts. Oh my gosh. Oh boy, I'm not doing so hot. Soul Sucker, I still don't have... Alright, let's create Blazing Trails, why not? Another Midas Bullet, huh? Oh, I've got Haunt now, too. Let's put Haunt there. I might use my rerolls here. I need to start constructing a different gun. Yeah, I'm just gonna start building a different gun over here. I need to get that armory unlocked. Oh, well, there we go. Well, okay, well, we're back to where we started. Bullet Split, Leapfrog, and Poison. Okay, so I just need Bleed now. Do you have a power-up that makes a small explosion where you dash from? I do not, Henry, but that's a good idea. I have a lot of passives that operate on the dash. Oh no! The well just gave me Gym Rat. Set health to 0. Stamina is used as health instead. Well, I have regenerating health now, but only 2 of them. Oh, and every time I dash, I take damage. Okay, okay. All right, we're gonna have to play a little bit smart here. I need to get some increased dashes now. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. The nice thing is, okay, I can leave that there. Midas Bullet. Oh. Oh, I almost died. Wow. Okay. This is so... I can't believe that happened. Oh, I wish I had a passive reroll here. Hello, Cheesem. Working on the final touches of my game as I watch. This is super exciting. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Let's see. Welcome back to the stream, by the way. I'm going to take Tag Your It, because I'm not going to be wanting to dash very often now that I've got this thing. Magma. Leapfrog. Here, this will give me the bleed that I need. All right, let's do some reconfiguration here. Okay, so let's put poison and bleed on that one. Let's do chain lightning on this with bullet split, and we'll also do shock. And then this Midas bullet here. We've also got flames, so I might as well use magma. And then do I use haunt? Or another Midas bullet? Let's do haunt. Okay. Okay. Wave 15. I need more stamina. I need more stamina, or if I could get the Berserk passive. Ooh, I just got Fairy Godmothers! Yes! I can't believe that just happened. So, unlocking Fairy Godmothers happens when you apply every status to a single enemy, which I didn't even realize I was doing that. I literally just applied every single status to an enemy. I'm gonna die. Okay. Alright. I died. Dev can't believe you achieved something they put in the game. This sounds like it's going to be amazing. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I'm having a lot of fun with it, honestly. I also have a bunch more content ideas that I want to try to squeeze in before the game releases, but yeah, game over. But I have enough money now where I can buy an extra thing. I'm kind of tempted to refund this one and buy this instead. Or I could do encounter. Encounters would be helpful, I think. That would be a good one. Health sacrifice shrines have a 50% chance not to reduce max health. Increases rune inventory slots by 2. I should probably save my money, but this would actually be helpful because I want to get this one too. Okay. All right, let's do another graveyard run, and then I do want to get into testing the cave level. I think the graveyard's probably fine. Actually, let me do this. There was one thing that I wanted to tweak, which is the zombie tycoon. This add timer here, 2 and 2.5. Let's do 3.5 and 5. So we'll just bump those up a little bit. And what else? Is there anything else that I can do real quick? Yeah, this grease ball. Oil aura. This should be parentheses S for handling all the plural cases. Okay. Various tweaks. Let's just commit this. All right, let's try it again. I just unlocked the fairy godmothers too, so that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. Let's take a look at that. Let's see. Applying oil to a poisoned enemy spawns a fairy godmother that applies random status effects to enemies. Fairies last 3 seconds, 0.5 second cooldown. So, yeah. Graveyard, here we go. Also, just as a UX thing, I saved in a save file, which the last level you played. So that way, you don't have to click through the menu every time. You just go to it and click play. Minor things like that, but... yeah, I think once I get all this balancing done, which really shouldn't take... I mean, yeah, I basically got all of this week to do a bunch of playtesting and tweaks and whatnot. The audio stream's bitrate, hold on a second. Sorry, I'm just gonna check something. OBS is warning me about something. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, let's see. What was I saying? Yeah, so I've got basically a week to get all the playtesting done. Like I said, there's some final content that I want to cram in over this week as well, just to make the game feel really full of interesting stuff. What else? Yeah, so there's a lot to do, but we're getting there. Let's do Surgeon. Bam. 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 Look at that, I've got 4 rune slots now. Do I want to... Yeah, let's just, right off the bat, let's just shuffle. Sniper... Rat gun. I will say that the pacing of like the meta upgrade unlocks feels really good as well. Feels like I'm unlocking things at a reasonable pace. Ooh, I've got a prize wheel already. Queasy, poison, blazing trails. Let's take Queasy. I'll find some poison. Come on, prize wheel, give me something good. Okay, it didn't give me anything. Just wasted my money. There's a rune. I'll take that, thank you. Oh, another one. Okay. That was not a disastrous passive. 25% increased damage for every wave you don't take damage. Let's take Blood Torrent. That sounds good to me. Put that there. Popcorn, yes. Unstable. Bullets have a 6% chance to explode on hit, dealing 25% bullet damage to nearby enemies. Okay. Sweet. Alright, give me something good. Come on. Blood Brothers. Fairy Godmothers, yes. Applying oil to a poisoned enemy spawns a Fairy Godmother that applies random status effects to enemies. Boom. So now I need oil. I don't have either of those things. Alright, cool. So I need to find some oil. I want to keep Haunt. I mean... Yeah, I want to keep Haunt. Oof. Dang it, that was my fault. I got right in that guy's face. Ooh, there we go. Lifesteal, Blood Brothers, Robust. Let's do lifesteal. That's always a good one. I don't have any bleed though, so it doesn't really help me at the moment. I need some runes, please. I want to keep haunt, but that's a, let's see. That's a decent upgrade here. Okay. Oh. Okay, all right. I just got right up in that corner there and barely dodged. I think I'm probably just not prioritizing enemies correctly. Hello, Emerson. Welcome back to the stream. Great to see you. How you doing? Blood Brothers Loot Goblin Static. It really wants me to get some bleed, so let's see if I can do that. Put the Midas bullet there. Ooh, frog barrel. Goodness, these guns are not good. If I had a gun scrambler right now, I would definitely take it. Combustion, no. I need oil and poison. I haven't been able to use my fairy godmothers yet. Okay, slide into the DMs. That might be good, actually. I'll take that one. Yeah, I'm gonna replace that. I don't like the frog stuff. Ooh, copycat there. For another increased chance to explode. I'm gonna reroll. Ooh, there's poison. I might actually do that. Yeah, now I just need oil. If I can get some oil here. Ooh, I'm gonna do this too. Oh, but rune slots goes down. I could put it over here, I suppose. Let's just see something real quick. Pick scaled part resource. So let's see. Arena loot manager. Wave completed on wave completed. Update bias loot table. Okay. So I think that I need to also do this. Actually, I don't know why I'm writing this down here on pen and paper. Gun part loot table biasing is not updated when gun parts change. So the problem is that if I equip a gun from the gun part loot table here, and then I click reroll, the table's not being updated to make it more likely that I'll get a completion of this gun type. So I just want to, after switching the gun part, update that biased loot table. Which I think I can do. So this update biased loot table here. Let's see. Pick heavily biased gun parts. Yeah, so I think what I'd need to do is connect to player gun manager. Gun part, gun updated. What is the difference between gun updated and gun part added? On part added, gun updated. Yeah, I guess I'll just, I don't know, what is the point of having those? Whatever, I can't really be making any changes to the code here, lest I introduce unseen bugs. So what I need to do in here basically is just connect to that signal here and then update the bias loot table. Yeah, that's what I'll need to do. Doing great, thank you. How are you doing? I see you're having a lot of fun. Yeah, I am having fun. It's going good. I'm doing well, doing well. Gunforged is almost released after many, many long years. It's almost done. I started making my own Terraria mod. C# is kind of hard. Very nice. What is the mod going to be? Modding is a great way to get familiar with, well, what is it a great way to do? It's a great way to get familiar with how games are made. Oh. But also it can be like, I understand why a lot of people like modding, because it's like you're taking a game that's already made and then you can just kind of add your own stuff to it. Ooh, Midas bullet. Okay. It's Adventure Time themed. Started as kind of a lie because I've already added a lot of things. Oh, that's all right. Adventure Time, huh? Let's see. Bullets ricochet off of enemies that are affected by oil. Let's do that. I need oil. Give me oil. Popcorn. Let's put bleed there. I need oil. Okay. Well, I'll get oil one of these days. Actually, do I even have... Yeah, I just need oil so I can get those fairy godmothers spawning. I suppose I shouldn't have taken that passive if I didn't have the requisite. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Okay. I just need to take it easy for a second here. I just need to take it easy for a second. These guys are crazy. Oof. That long dash that I have, though, is really good for this. Okay. Affected by poison and bleed. I can do that one. Oh, but I need the health. I need the health just to give me that extra boost here. Haunt. Let's do Haunt, actually. Yeah. What did I have there before? The unstable. Do I dare shuffle a gun here? Let's do it. Right gun. Boom. Okay. All right. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all, actually. So I still need oil, though. Gosh, give me oil. Okay, well. One of these days. Oh, it's boss wave. Okay, boss wave. Ugh, there was no way I was getting out of that one. Oh, it dropped a health globe? Oh, do I... Wait a minute. Do I have lifesteal? Yes, I do. I was going to say, those enemies shouldn't be able to drop health globes, but that's just like the natural loot table. They can't... Oh my gosh, I'm going to die. They can't... Enemies that are spawned by bosses can't drop gold or runes or health globes, but that does not apply to passives that you might have. Oof. My goodness. Okay. This is ridiculous. Just die. Ugh. My gosh. Part of the problem is that I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to talk and play at the same time, and it's like I can't focus. Gee dang it. I had a random suggestion for a new gun, the chicken gun, similar to the necromancer, but the entities can also lay eggs on the ground that explode on enemies. Oh, that's fun. A chicken gun that lays eggs. That's funny. Let me write that down. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll put it over here. Backlog. Chicken gun that where chickens lay eggs. So like as they're walking, they leave like little eggs that can explode. Or yeah, explode. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Gun part, loot table biasing. Yeah, okay. I love the $ bullet spray. This is the first time I've seen it. Thank you, Toothless Grin. Welcome back to the stream, by the way. Rip indeed. I completed your course in Udemy for Survivor Roguelike. Do you have any recommended readings, learning resources to improve ability to break ideas down into effective systems and further learning? Unfortunately, no, I don't. I think the... first of all, welcome to the stream, Joshua, and thank you for purchasing the course. I think that the way to do it is to... A lot of it's going to come down to experience, really. It's just figuring out, like, when things become too big and knowing how to break them down. But I don't have anything on the top of my head that I can refer you to for learning about that kind of thing. If anyone else has any suggestions to help out Joshua here, but I think, yeah, a lot of it's just going to come down to experience. You just have to build things in an incorrect manner first and then try to improve them, and then that process should help you out. You can also look up, there's a website called Game Design Patterns, which I think it's helpful in the sense that it shows you how you can break down problems in a different way. I don't necessarily think that the problem... So game design patterns. So definitely read through that, because that could at least open your mind to the possibilities of how to architect your game code. But the problem, I think, that maybe a lot of new programmers run into is that they hear about these design patterns and they're looking for any way to apply the design patterns, which is a good instinct, but the problem is like the classic when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. It could be the case that you learn about a design pattern and then you try to apply it in a situation where it's not appropriate or necessary. And I think among new programmers, you can kind of get this feeling like, well, I'm not using an official design pattern with a name that's clearly implemented, so therefore I'm not building it correctly. And I don't think that's true either. I think design patterns are good for exploring certain solutions to certain types of problems, but I don't think that you need to be dogmatic about, like, you know, everything in your game needs to follow a particular design pattern with a very academic name. Like, you don't need to do that. I think what you should do is just build the game in a straightforward manner. If you're going to follow a pattern like composition, then build the game with composition in mind. Don't get too granular with it, but also, you know, just look for opportunities to like extract out common functionality and things like that. And then when you're in a very specific situation where you need like a very specific type of architecture, that's where you can pull in the game design patterns and think about, like, is there anything in these game design patterns that I can use effectively? So I don't know, that's just a long-winded way of saying, I don't have any specific resources for you, but yeah, game design patterns. I forgot if it's .com or .net. If you just Google it, it should come up. That would be a good resource to look at. First thing I'm doing when I get this game is to get the ultimate chicken build. Yeah, we'll see if the chicken gun makes it in by release. I like that idea. I think the only difference will be instantiating the eggs. Yeah. Hello, Tupa. Welcome back. Great to see you again. I think you shouldn't worry too much about it. You'll get things wrong at the beginning. The important thing is to make it work. You'll always improve over time. Yeah, I think that's right. Are there any summoner synergies, like your guns do more damage depending on how many summoned creatures are on screen? That's a good question. No, there's nothing directly like that, but should I add something like that? So like if you have the phantom gun, I will consider that because I actually have, let me add some new things. So I wrote an email to myself with a bunch of content ideas last night. So let me just translate those ideas over. So let's see, backlog. Killing an enemy spawns a pillar that blocks bullets. So this is going to be an affix. And yeah, so that's an affix. A temporary protective bubble appears every X seconds that blocks enemy bullets. And that's a passive. So the idea is like give you some shelter here from the enemies. Chains bloated passive to work with enemies affected by poison rather than dying from its damage over time. Oops. Yeah, this one's fun. Enemies that die while affected by bleed and haunt have a chance to spawn a flesh monster that leap slams enemies. That one's a fun one. Let's see. Gain a permanent minion that rotates around you and blocks bullets. So I'm thinking of like a minion with a giant shield and he's just like rotating around and like wherever he happens to be is where the bullets are going to be blocked. A bee gun. Do I have a bee gun written down here? Let's just put a bee gun in here. I still need to think of an affix for that, but... And then I also want to do a laser gun. And a laser gun affix. Hitting an enemy launches a glob of plasma that deals so the idea is you have a laser gun, and as you're shooting the enemies, they're like shedding these globs of plasma that just deal damage. I'm a digital technologies high school teacher, Bachelor of Game Dev, Master's in Teaching. I have some experience, just been out of practice. Thank you for the website recommendation. Yeah, for sure, you're welcome. When is the full version coming out? I already played the demo for about an hour, loved it. Well, thank you, Siobhan. That means a lot to me. I've gotten a couple of comments of people who have played the demo for like a couple of hours, and it's like, if people are having fun with that, with the limited content that's available there, that makes me feel very good. So thank you for telling me. The full version is going to be out on February 17th. February 17th. So the original launch date was going to be February 28th, but due to some Steam events that are happening around that time and into March, I don't know what I'm allowed to say because as a developer on Steam, I have access to all the dates of the Steam events, but I can't say what those are and what those dates are before Steam officially announces them publicly. So I would be breaking NDA. But let's just say that there are some Steam events that are happening around that time that make it make the launch date of the 28th of February not ideal. So my options were basically move it to the end of March or move it up a week in February, and I decided to release it earlier. So anyway, all that's to say, it'll be out in just a couple of weeks here, and I need to do a marketing push and all that stuff, but it's coming. It'll be here real soon. So basically everything you see in the backlog and the to-do are things that need to be done over the next week, which I think is possible. Of course, I also need to do a bunch of playtesting and all that. I remember watching when there were only 3 guns. There are so many now. Yeah, it's come a long way, and I really want to stuff as much content as is reasonable into the game before release as well. And again, I'm trying not to make the content feel samey. I want each gun to have a unique identity in terms of like the innate affixes that it has. Every passive should feel unique. And so that's, as I'm putting more content into the game, it's becoming harder and harder to think of ideas that aren't partially covered by something that's already in the game. But you know, I'm always open to suggestions. You can still make suggestions, and I'm not opposed to adding even more content to the game after release. So, yeah, keep your ideas coming if you have them. So, what was the idea? Apple, you said summoner synergies, like guns deal more damage depending on how many summoned creatures. Yeah, I will put that in the back. Well, let me put this in the passive ideas actually. Increase bullet damage based on number of minions / summons. That's going to require a little bit of code changes because I don't really have a way of distinguishing between what is a minion necessarily, but I might be able to do that. Okay, so I want to get into now playtesting the cave level. I would like to beat the graveyard level again, but I'm not doing so hot there. So we're gonna playtest the cave level, but before that happens, I actually need to reduce the health of all the enemies in the cave level because I know for a fact that they're gonna be way too tanky. So I'm going to do that first before I do any playtesting. But even before I do that, I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. I need to get a refill of my drink and all that good stuff. So I'll be back in 2 minutes and we'll continue playtesting. But in the meantime, please check out the links in the description below. Those are all the ways that you can support my work. Of course, the most important thing, wishlist Gunforged, which will be out again on February 17th. And you could purchase my games. Well, I do have games available for sale, but you could purchase my Udemy courses as well if you want to learn how to build a complete game in the Godot engine. Those are great resources for that, and they also help financially support me. So again, I'm doing this full-time indie dev thing. I'm basically operating on just the money I can make from doing this stuff, so every amount of support is appreciated, whether financial or non-financial. So give me 2 minutes, I'll be right back, and we will continue on with the cave level playtesting. All right. The other thing that I need to do with Gunforged is I need to go update the trailer again, because the most recent trailer that I made for the store page does not contain the cave level, because the cave level wasn't a thing yet, and also it contains old graveyard art, and of course does not showcase all the new content that I've added. So there's a lot to do. So again, the plan is to spend the next week or so playtesting the game, getting it into a good state, stuffing the game with any last content that I want, and then the 2 weeks prior to the release are going to be entirely marketing efforts. So I need to update the Steam trailer, and then I need to do any other updates to the Steam page that I might want to do, and then start reaching out to content creators. And of course, I'll still be doing the streams, the daily streams, I think. And that could be a good opportunity to also do some last minute content additions. But yeah, the main focus for the 2 weeks prior to release are going to be doing all the marketing stuff. Hello, Rin. Welcome back. Great to see you. Two things that would probably be really cool to add are multiplayer support, maybe even PvP. I don't care, or I don't know how that would work. And creative mode, where you can try out any items or passes you want. Yeah, creative mode, like some kind of training arena. So I was thinking like this probably wouldn't be a pre-release thing, but I was thinking that there could be a room like up here or down here that you could go into, and then entering that room would just allow you to equip any gun parts that you want and any runes that you want. And then, leaving that room would just reset you back to whatever, and then you could spawn enemies or something and kill the enemies. But that would be, past release content. I think that's right. I think basically, aside from any new passives or affixes or guns, I think that the game is pretty much frozen in terms of what it's going to have. Multiplayer would be a great thing. The problem is that I haven't built this game from the ground up with multiplayer in mind, and so it would take a lot of effort to get it working with multiplayer. It certainly would be possible, but controller support is another thing that I'd want to add. So it all depends. It all depends on how well the game does, really. The unfortunate thing is that if the game does not sell well, then I'm not going to have any room really to have the time to do all these updates. Okay, so let me just go and open up these things. So again, I'm going to be changing the health of all these things. So health component, let me see. Yeah, these things, since these are like the basic enemies, what is my skeleton health? Health component, 25. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to say 30 health for that guy. I need to up... Oh, you guys are going to get a sneak peek of the boss. I was trying to hide the boss from you, but I don't think that's going to be useful. Yeah, this is way too much health. Let me try, see, Zombie Tycoon. I might just make the Mole Rat 1500. All right, you're gonna get a quick sneak peek of the boss here. Wait a minute, Skeleton Snake. This is 2600. Okay, here we go, quick. I'm not going to explain this boss because it's supposed to be a surprise, but I do need to change its health. So, and if I get to the boss on the stream, then you'll see it there, but... Okay, we're going to change his health here. What was the Skeleton Snake? 2600. Let's do 2700. Okay. So Stalagmite Crab, Gnome, Show and File System, Health Component. So I did 30, let's do 45. Lobber, 85. Let's do 50. Rock Monster. This one should have a relatively high amount of health, but I'll still knock it down quite a bit. Shadow, showing file system. That's got a decent amount of health, actually. The tardigrade, I forgot about this guy. Let's see, health component 175. Let's do 125. So we got two relative, you know what, I'm gonna go to the rock. Actually, you know what, this guy can be, let's do 80 for that one. Yeah, that sounds better. Okay, all right, so now we're going to try the cave level. I think I changed everything. Yeah, so update health of cave monsters. Okay, that's like the biggest thing that I can do for balance. Again, I haven't fully play tested the cave level before, so I might make some tweaks to how the enemy's attack patterns work and everything. Multiplayer Udemy course when? So the plan is the next game that I want to make after Gunforged is going to be multiplayer from the ground up. So the idea is that if Gunforged sells well enough where I have enough time to build that multiplayer game will allow me to really get a deep understanding of how to do multiplayer correctly in Godot, and then I can do a multiplayer course. So it's definitely something that I want to do. Do you plan on making a Kickstarter? I have not for Gunforged, maybe for a future game, but welcome to the stream, by the way, Lukey. Hello, Benjamin. Love your work. Thank you. New to Godot, coming from Unity and TypeScript, and you're one of the best instructors out there. I appreciate that. Thank you, Benjamin. Hello, Gallet. Really enjoy your content. Super cool game. Thanks for sharing the process. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Did you manage to get the Steam achievements working? I did, yeah. I did, yeah. It was just a little bit... The big difficulty was getting the libraries in the correct place and packaging the game up for that. And it was just... I was physically testing on Linux and Mac and Windows. And so just jumping between all those machines and like updating the game through the Steam, you know, back end so that it would get picked up on all the machines, and then running the game and then finding the error and then having to debug what the error was, and like that was just a whole thing. But it's all working now, so it's all good. Hello, Neozoid, welcome back. Cozy stream, yes. Hype for the release, thank you. Yeah, it's coming, February 17th. All right, so let's do the cave. I have the cave unlocked because I did beat the graveyard at one point, even though it's not on this stream. Ooh, got the frog receiver, frog magazine. Let's go. Oh, something's wrong. Something's wrong. I think I probably have debug don't start wave on. Yeah. Oops. Okay, for real this time. For real this time. I forgot these guys are super annoying. They have super tiny hitboxes, and they have... I might even reduce their health even more. I haven't listened to the cave track much either, so we'll see. Spawn spinning saws. Oh, the rats, they get stopped by that. Okay. Okay. Surgeon. No, I don't want to do that. Get out of here. Freaking gnomes. This level is feeling really good though in terms of like navigating around. Pants on fire. I love the pants on fire, you know me. Frog? Yes, go frogs! Oh, man. Fairy godmothers, yes! Okay, wait. I need... Let's put bleed there. I need oil. What is it, fairy godmothers that need? What do they need? Oil and poison. Okay, I don't have either of those, but that's fine. Go! The frogs! Go! The frogs are so funny. Oh my gosh, I dashed right into that. There are 10 squirrels in my backyard. They're all chasing each other. Squirrels are fun to watch. Lifesteal. Oil, here we go. I just need poison. Do I... Oh, I can't reroll. I need a different... Both of these bullets get stopped by the void. There are a lot of gnomes spawning. I think I need to turn down the gnome spawn rate. Stop dashing around. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I already have some tweaks that I want to make here. Okay, so let's go to the gnome here. Or let's go actually to gnome. This weight, let's see. Let's turn down the weight to 4. Turn that a lobber to 4 as well. Okay, and then for the stalagmite crab, I'm going to reduce this health down even more. And then same for the gnome. Okay. Too many gnomes were spawning. And the crabs should be just a little bit squishier. I feel comfortable making the crabs have a lower health because they go invulnerable for a period of time. So it's like the overall amount of time that they stay alive is longer than it otherwise would be. If that makes sense? Also, each level drops more loot. So you have more chances of getting runes and gold in the cave level than any other level. Beefy, let's do beefy. Why not? Right off the bat. Here's another frog. Yes, go. Okay. Sweet. Does Ricochet not work with the frogs? I thought I fixed that. Oh, it works there. Kind of. Okay. So I'll have to fix that. This is why we test. Rubberized, beefy times... Ooh, should I go for extra beefy? Rubberized. Oh, I'm so salty I don't have the fairy godmothers anymore. Anyway. Let's continue on. Beefy times 2. It really wants me to have that beefy. Let's do deft reload. Bam. Actually, let's put that back there. Put that there. So we get frogs. We can have a plague of frogs. Wait. Yes. Okay, here we go. Hello, your cheesy creator. Good morning to you as well. Welcome back to the stream. No, I don't want to die. Oof. Yes. Die. Okay. That could have been worse. Fairy godmothers, yes. Okay, now I just need the poison. There's the poison. Now I just need the oil. Banana gun. Be the fuse quick. I gotta take quickness. I'm gonna sacrifice a health so I can get some of my speed back. That beefy really slows me down. Dang it. Okay. I don't think that these guns are very good. Okay. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Ooh, prize wheel. Give me some money. Okay. Sorry, frogs. We're getting rid of you. I need oil. Oh, we got lobbers now. Dang it. Oh my gosh. I'm so late on those dashes sometimes. One of these has got to be oil, right? Okay, that could have been worse. Gotta take hail to fire, of course I do. Really? No oil? Are you serious? Okay. Ooh, yes, give me that. That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Get out of here with your stupid crab nonsense. Yes. That hail to fire is so much fun. Ooh, Midas bullet. Look at this. I really want to do like a gold build where I'm just like maxing out the chance to kill enemies with gold. Hello, Kwang Tran. How can you make assets smoothly animate like that? Maybe you draw all the animation in A-Sprite or using another app for making it. So I draw the sprites in A-Sprite and then I use the engine animation player to animate it with keyframes. So the reason it looks so smooth is because it's actually moving the animation every single frame because it's based on keyframes, right? So I don't hand draw the animations. I just cut up the sprite into various parts and then I animate those in engine. Where'd you get these audios from? Made it by yourself in Audacity? Hello, Rizlord. We have the Rizlord himself in the chat. So the audio, so there's GDC audio bundles, the Sonus GDC audio bundles. It's like 180 gigabytes of sound effects. So I'm using a lot of those. Otherwise, I go on free sound and I look for public domain sounds because I don't want to deal with crediting people. So I look for public domain sounds, and then occasionally what I'll do is I'll take a sound and I'll put it in Audacity and I'll apply various effects to it to kind of get it to where I need it to be. And the other thing too that you can do is that you can combine multiple sound effects together into one sound effect to create a more full sound effect. So I might have like a sound that sounds really good in one respect, but maybe it's missing like the low end, maybe it's missing like a bassy part. So then I'll find a bassy part to play at the same time as it, or I'll combine them into the same single wave file. You could do either one. You could either play two sounds simultaneously to get the mixing effect, or you can combine them into one audio waveform in Audacity or something. But yeah, I mean, I'm not doing anything special. I basically just have this huge collection of sound effects, and then I just try to search and find the ones that are the best. Let's do Pants on Fire. Chain Lightning, that's a good one. Reroll. Oh, I shouldn't have spent my money. Oh, I shouldn't have spent my money. I could have made a... Dang. Well, I should probably heal, actually. Ooh, look at that. Exactly the right amount of gold. Okay, we'll heal. Get out of here, crabs. I don't want to see your face in here again. Ow. Okay. Okay, I'm in a bad spot. The nice thing about these lobbers, those little crane flies that shoot things, the nice thing about those is that, goodness gracious, if you get right up in their face, they can't damage you because they have like a minimum range. I may need to nerf them though a little bit. Okay. I may need to nerf them a little bit. Fairy Godmothers times 2. It would be nice if I had some oil. Where's the oil? Does oil not exist in this game? What the heck? Give me my oil. Goodness. All right, hold on. The loot weight is 10. It's... I don't know what to say. Come on, give me some oil. I'm not getting any oil gun parts either. That's the thing. Why is that happening? They all have default loot weights. That's crazy. Whatever, we're gonna build a chain lightning gun. We're building a chain lightning gun. Ooh, this is gonna be nasty. Check this out. This is gonna be nasty. Oh, rock monsters are here. Those guys are tanky. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I see how it is. Okay. So I want to make some other changes here. So we'll go ahead and do those. So Godot engine can handle animation with making it frame by frame. I mean, it's not frame, it's keyframe. So it just means that you say after 0.25 seconds, I want this thing to be here. I mean, it just looks like this, right? So like this is what it looks like. You just add your keyframes on the animation. And it just means that it updates every frame of the game. So if I'm running at 300 frames per second, every 1/300th of a second, it will update the positioning. So it just stays locked, like the update stays locked with your frame rate. Essentially, that's what's happening here. Yeah, the Godot engine can handle it. Yeah, for sure. You could cheat in oil. Yeah. Rock monsters are not my favorite creature. Oh my gosh, yeah. They're a little bit tanky. I mean, they're rocks, which makes sense, but I'm gonna do this. Rock monster. This health here, let's put it down to 90 instead. just a little bit. I mean, because of the way the scaling works, like if I knock down the base health by 10, that could translate at like wave 11 into 100 less health, right? So I'm making small adjustments, but because of the way the scaling works, those small adjustments are magnified later on into the game. So I want to do that. I want to change the lobber attack rate here. So this attack timer, I'm going to bump this up. I'm going to say minimum wait time 2.5, maximum wait time 3.5. And then the rock monster attack rate feels fine. So let's just try it with those tweaks in place. I don't want to make it too easy because, again, this level is supposed to be harder. If anything, like if this level feels very hard, I should probably just go back and make the graveyard feel a little bit easier, which I might still do because the graveyard is a little bit tough. And I think one of the best ways to do that might just be to reduce the boss health. But I'm just trying to get everything, just getting it iteratively in a good place, and I'll just go back and tweak things as necessary. The good news is, like, I'm happy with all the attack patterns and the enemies and how they work. But I just need to tweak, like, the timings of everything, basically, that's all. I love those stalagmite crabs, though. Those are great. Some sort of rainforest sublevel or something. Yeah, the third level was originally supposed to be... This level was originally supposed to be like a forest, but at the time, my art skills were not great. And so I decided to go with the graveyard instead. But if you recall, the old graveyard looks terrible compared to the new graveyard, so I even improved the graveyard. But yeah, if I did ever add a fourth level, I would definitely want to do some kind of like forest or something, because I think that's just there's a lot of good creatures that can be added here. That Z index is wrong, but that's all right. Take the increased health, of course. Ricochet. I gotta get those frog ricochets working. I don't know why they're not. There's a lot of work to do, that's for sure. I don't want to reroll. Okay. Get out of my freaking level! Oh my gosh. A lot of crabs showed up for some reason. Do I have... Wait a minute. This spread is almost nothing, so it's just like a sniper. I don't have enough capacity, though. Okay. We're doing all right. Thank you, Polaris. I hope you have a nice day as well. And also a productive day if you are working on something. If not, then I hope you have a relaxed day. Let's do tag your it. That increases my movement speed. Ooh, are we creating a frog gun? Oh, shoot. Are we creating a frog gun? Oh, that's terrible. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is slightly better. Oh, but I'm losing my frog. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it. Surgeon, fairy godmothers. I still have not seen oil. Where is the oil? I think I need more weapons that apply oil or something. These guns are doing a lot of damage, though. Suppose I shouldn't complain too much. You know what I might do? I might reduce the crab bullet range. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. I think the default range is 250, so I'm going to bump that down to 175. So these are the kind of tweaks that I do when I'm playtesting. It's like nothing major. I'm just like, oh, you know, this might be a little bit easier if I just turn down that value a little bit, you know? It's nothing super. I'm not applying any fancy, you know, spreadsheet calculations or whatever to see what is the DPS. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just playing the game, seeing how it feels, being like, you know what, this would feel better if it was a little bit different. Got a bunch of lobbers here. Feels so nice to pick up a health globe. I love that. Just like such a feeling of relief, like, oh yes, I have some breathing room. Oh, that was my fault. I should have, yeah. Dang it. There we go. Loot goblin. Rubberized. Maybe if I keep picking up some oil, it will give me some oil. Sweet. That's shooting 2 bullets with a spread of 0? Oh my gosh, that's just free double damage. Okay. Or no, it's not. It's not double damage. That's not how the calculation works. I might as well apply shock there. I don't know. Oh, there's one thing I just thought of. Okay, I was just checking the loot table stuff. I wonder why I'm not getting oil. Maybe I'm just not getting that lucky. This game would be a lot easier if I stopped taking damage. Are you serious? I've taken at least 3 damage where it was just purely my fault. Those crabs, like, the thing about those crabs is that if you stand still, their bullets are guaranteed to miss you as long as you're a good distance away from them. But the problem is that because you're trying to dodge them, you just end up running into them. Fairy Godmothers. Let's do quickness times 2. Let's see. I'm definitely going to need to buy a heal here, so let's buy that. There's my oil. Okay. Purchase that. Wait, I don't have Fairy Godmothers, though, do I? I have rubberized, though, so I definitely want to put oil on here somewhere. So put oil on that. I don't want shock. Let's put... Oh, wait, chain lightning, though. Yeah, let's do chain lightning. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. That's a decent DPS increase. There we go. Okay. I'm finally oil, yeah. So now I just need to get the Fairy Godmothers. Oh my gosh. I'm so sick of taking damage. Can't believe it. I will say that the cave level is feeling fine though. Like this is a good level of difficulty. Like I said, almost all that damage that I took was basically because Well, not all of it, but a lot of that damage that I took was just because I just failed to dodge. I saw the thing coming, and I failed to move to avoid it. So sometimes you get into a situation though where it's like, you know, I'm out of dashes, and I'm in a corner, and it's just hard to dodge anything. So good morning, Christopher. Welcome back to the stream. Need to get good. I do need to get good. I mean, part of the problem of balancing too is like, I don't want to be too eager to make the game too easy, because it's like, you do have to spend some time learning the enemy patterns. That includes me. Like, even though I've built the enemies, like, this is my first time seriously playtesting the entirety of the level, and so I kind of have to get into the groove of like how to move around the level, how to anticipate the enemy attacks and everything, how to avoid the particularly dangerous ones. And so I need to learn before I go too far with like tweaking things, because part of, you know, it's probably not going to be the case that you're going to beat the levels your first try. I mean, maybe the dungeon, but you're probably going to need to learn at least a little bit about the game before you beat things, and that applies to me as well. So I necessarily have to play the game a lot so I can be confident that the tweaks that I'm making are actually tweaks that need to be made, rather than just me trying to make the game easier for the sake of making it easier. I don't want any of those. I need to prevent those gnomes from spawning in the wall. I'm just writing these things down before I forget. See, like that. Like, I should have known better than to get right up in that gnome's face when it was about to attack, because that was just guaranteed damage. Could have been avoided. Berserk. I might as well take Berserk. If I'm going to keep taking damage, I might as well. Ooh, that feels good. Ooh, yeah. Nice and chunky. Look at all this loot. Give me the loot. It feels so good to get all that loot. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that I upped the gold drop rates just massively, because it just makes the game so much more fun. This is feeling really good, guys. Guys and gals. This is feeling really good. Yeah, take Berserk again, why not? I'm still on the hunt. I want those fairies to spawn. I need them. Copycat. Wait a minute. Ooh, this might be nasty, actually. So 50% increased bullet range, copied. So I get 100% increased bullet range. So now I can basically just like off-screen enemies. I guess it's not quite off-screen, but that's quite a bit of range right there. The spread though, even though it's kind of a low spread, that does get magnified over that distance, but that's all right. Do I want to... I'm actually gonna scramble this gun. I don't want this gun. Okay, well, that could have been better. Shoot. I don't like, okay, well, if I do this. Okay, well, we'll try it. I regret scrambling that gun. The what you call it? The lightning magazine is just so chaotic. Your best bet is to, if you're going to use the lightning magazine, your best bet is to just get like a really high fire rate on it, and a lot of capacity, and just try to. Actually, let me try it. Let me look at something. How am I randomizing the bullet capacity contribution? I am. Allowing negative minimum value 0.33. Standard deviation 0.5. Wonder if I should buff that a little bit. What about the bullets? No, what was the fire rate? Standard deviation 0.25. Minimum of 0.4. I think that's fine. The thing that I'm noticing is I'm not seeing like really super high fire rates, which would be fun. I'm kind of wondering if I should bump that up a little bit. Let's see. Bullets per second contribution. I might bump this up to 0.33. Minimum value 0.4. That's fine. Range is feeling good. Bullet speed is feeling good. Capacity contribution. I don't think I need this minimum value here, so I'll give it wider swings in terms of its variability, and then I'll bump this up to 0.6. I just want to see more wider distribution of the capacities, bullet capacities, and also the fire rate. So I just tweaked those things a little bit, so we'll see how that feels. Obviously, it's not going to appear during this run, but... Oh, I got fairy godmothers. Look at that. So wait, I need oil now. I've got poison, right? Fairy godmothers. Applying oil to poison enemies. Yeah, I just need poison or oil. We're always on the hunt for oil, aren't we? There's a joke about geopolitics in there somewhere. Nasty gnomes. This is feeling good though. Feels like a right amount of difficulty. Fairy godmothers, might as well take that. Let's go. Come on, oil. Okay. Ooh, we got the necromancer bullets though. Go. Oh wait, do they have bullet pierce? Yes. Might as well put this on. Bullet split on. Oh wait, no, let's do bullet split here. Okay. Go, my minions. Yes. Go, my minions. Oh, my fault. So I've got bullet split on the Necromancer magazine, or on the Necromancer gun, which means that when a skeleton collides with an enemy, it spawns 2 new skeletons. So I just got like an ever-growing army. This is sweet. Oh my gosh. I love it. Combustion, yeah. I still need oil though, come on. Oh, boom. We got a complete weapon set. Very nice. Rubberized, robust. Let's take, I'm gonna build an oil gun. I'm gonna build it, so I'm just gonna take all the oil-based passives I can get. Haunt is really good against those crabs too because it still damages them even when they're in their shell. I'm missing all this loot. Let's do deft reload. Where is my oil? Do I want to? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this. What do I want? No, I don't need that fire stack because I just got one there, so I think that's fine. I don't think I need anything here. Oh, I've got rock monsters now. Is this the run? Am I actually gonna make it? Oh, don't want to speak too soon. Am I actually gonna make it to at least the first boss though here? Yes, we'll take all clear. That's a good one. I don't want to do that. I need oil! Okay, let's just spin this, I guess. Come on. Are you serious? Okay, here we go. Is this going to be oil? Oh, it's copycat. Okay, well. I might actually do copycat here to increase that chance. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I have a gambling problem, I guess. Oil? Yeah, I don't know why oil is so rare. I think it's just one of those things where it's like, because I'm looking for it, I'm just not getting it. You know what I mean? It's like, it would be common in any other playthrough, but because I'm specifically trying to get it, it's not showing up. I also need to get the upgrade where rune drops are more common, so I can collect even more runes. And I also, there's an encounter type that I want to make. We'll see if I can do it before release, but there's an encounter type I want to make, which is to randomize all of the runes that are in your rune inventory, which will just give you extra opportunities to get the rune that you're looking for. I'm about to die, and I'm going into the boss wave now, too. Let's see the boss. Firebelly, awesome game, just wishlisted. Thank you, Jose, I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Where is my oil? Okay, there's oil here, though. So the question is, do I forsake... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's just a pure... Oh, wait, no, I was on the wrong part. Dang it. Okay, never mind. That's not much of a downgrade. Ooh, here we go. Oil magazine. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Okay. So now I should have fairy godmothers. Yes, look at them go! Hello, fairies! Do I have 2 stacks of that or just 1? I do. Yes, go fairy godmothers. Oh, there's something I want to look at real quick. Okay. Just making sure they're not a different avoidance mask for their pathfinding. Can they fly over the voids? I think they can, but I'm not sure. They're called rock monsters. What if you give them a grass mohawk or some cool haircut? Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I like that. Fairy godmothers, yes. Oh my goodness. Glass can. Bloated. Let's do bloated. Oh, we've got... Oh my gosh, look at all these. Okay. Oh, of course I've got oil here now. Okay. Let me sell the things that I know I don't want. We're going to hold on to this oil. Because all I've got right now is oil from that gun part. So hold on to that. So if I ever get rid of that gun part, I can put oil back into my gun. Might as well throw another poison on there. Sell those. Do I want to do... Yeah, I've got plenty of haunt. So let's do poison. You know what? Actually, this magma doesn't make sense because I'm not applying fire anymore. Okay, now it makes sense. And my bullets ricochet off of oiled enemies. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay. Heal. Okay, here we go. Boss time. Oh my gosh. Oh. This is taking all of my focus right now. This is taking all of my focus. Yes, I did it. Woo! Okay. Woo. Well, oil is what I needed for real, yeah. Do you have a tutorial or recommendation for that grid snapping? I can't figure out how to get the grid mechanic in the inventory where you drag items around. If they miss, they snap back to where they were. So Godot has a built-in drag and drop functionality through its controlled node system. So I would start there, look at the Godot documentation. So basically the way that it works, let me see if I can, let me just grab this real quick. Pants on fire. Do I have combustion? I do. Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. So yeah, so these grid inventory, so basically each of these are separate control objects, right? So each of these cells right here. And basically, if you use the Godot drag and drop system, you can detect when a drag operation has happened on a control node. And that's what I'm doing. And then each of these cells is just associated with a gun part rune. So when I start dragging, it says, okay, set the preview. This is all through Godot. So you can set a preview for that item. And basically, if you drop the item anywhere that is not a control node that can accept the drop data. So there's a function that you override in Godot called can drop or something like that. And it basically will, that's how Godot will determine if it can drop the thing at the place where you're trying to drop it. And if that returns false, then the drag just ends. Now you do have to do a lot yourself. Like I have to change the visibility of this item here when I start dragging it. So Godot's not handling that for me. It's just handling the data behind it. So if I start dragging, if I detect a start dragging, I need to hide that icon there, create an icon at my cursor with this effect like I'm showing you, right? And then if I drag it somewhere where it can be accepted, then I need to run my own logic to update both of these inventories, right? Because all Godot is doing is it's notifying me of these events happening, but it's not actually moving anything around for you. You still have to do that yourself. So, but hopefully that gives you an idea of how to approach it. You basically just listen to all these drag and drop notifications and then update your inventories as necessary. Oh, man. I really don't want to get rid of this gun, but the DPS is falling behind. That gives you somewhere to start. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. You are welcome. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Shoot. What am I going to do? Well, let's just keep going. I need health. I need health. A lot of health. Actually, one thing I want to do. Make pathfind based enemies not collide. Well, actually, can I do that? Maybe that's not worth it. I was gonna make a yeah. Never mind. A lot of rock monsters over here. Oh man. Okay. Well, that was feeling good though. I still haven't gotten to the 20th wave though. That's crazy. That's feeling really good though. That's feeling very good. All right, let's see. Is there anything here? I need to fix that frog bullet ricochet. I need to fix the gnomes, the Z-index issues. I think I'm going to try to fix that right now. So the cave level, these Z-index issues. So if I do this, entities instantiate. So there's an issue here where the gnome is being cut off here. And I think that's because those are on the foreground tile map layer. So I almost wonder if, I mean, let me think. If I look at my my graveyard arena here, there is a foreground layer, but it only, oh, I guess it does. Let me see. Z index is 0. Tile set, paint. So the Y sort origin. So I think what I need to do is so this foreground tile map layer, ordering z-index 0. I don't know why I had that z-index the way it was. Yeah, so I think all I need to do is shoot. How do I do this? I need to identify, let's see. Paint Y sort origin. So what is this one here? It's hard to tell what tile this is. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them down here. this one, if I paint that down to 16 and 16, I take this gnome. Maybe this should be... No, that's right. There's always going to be some z-index issues here. Let's see, this one. There's always going to be a little bit of z-index issues, but I don't want the gnome to be here and getting cut off, you know what I mean? So let's see. Okay, so that's working. This one here. Is it this one? Yeah. And then this corner piece. What piece is that? What piece is that? It apparently was not that one. Is it this one here? Nope. Am I missing something? I wish I knew. Oh wait, maybe that's on a different, is that on a different layer? Oh, it shouldn't matter actually. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's probably just gonna have to be the way that it is. There's just, yeah, these Y-sort issues are just hard to deal with, generally speaking, but if I do over here, I just don't want it to be like egregiously wrong, you know? I actually booted up some other games like Enter the Gungeon and whatnot, and like they actually have very similar Y-sorting issues to this. But as long as it's working as expected all the way down into here, that should be fine. Now I think the bullets are probably going to be wrong, so if I add an enemy bullet here, that is going to render over top. So I actually need to do something else. Let me think. So basically anything above this line here needs to go onto the other tile map layer. Actually, let me think. Oops. Yeah, this is a tricky problem. So the problem is that I want the enemy bullets to have to render on top of everything so that you can see it. The problem is that doesn't work with the Y sorting with the, you know, what you call it. It doesn't work with the Y sorting. For the terrain here. If I were to put this into my bullets layer, it would be fine. See how it goes down? Now, the problem though is that I wonder if I can just, if it can be faked a little bit. So if the enemy bullet was here, it would die at this point. So on top of it. Which actually might be fine. You know what? That might actually be okay. I mean, there's only one way to find out, really. Which is to go into cave level and see. What kind of games do I like? I don't know, really. I haven't been playing many games. I used to be really big into competitive online games like League of Legends. I put a lot of time into League of Legends, but I've been doing more just like, I don't know, single player. I've been enjoying turn-based games a lot. I really like I really like... Sorry, I'm just trying to think. No, I think my initial instinct was correct. I really like Baldur's Gate 3. That's a great one. Played through Elden Ring, Dark Souls a couple of times. I still like challenging games. I think that was one of the main reasons why I liked something like League of Legends. Is because it was really challenging. So yeah. I don't know if that's a decent answer. I'm trying to think about how to handle this stuff. I think what I want to do is cut that and paste it into here. Oh, but that creates an issue. Just put another tile map layer here. Tiles cave. Ordering Y sort enabled. There we go. So now if I put this in here, if I take my gnome now, this should look correct still in terms of the Y sorting, but then this foreground layer should kick in down here, which should also fix my enemy bullet issue. So this should now be able to go behind this. Oh wait, I need to change this. Okay, so now if I look at my enemy bullet, so this now can go behind, you see that? And then the gnome here should also be able to go behind. And then the normal Y sorting kicks in up here. So that was all just to fix the issue of the gnome's head getting cut off when it's standing like right there. And again, there's still some Y sort issues here, but I don't know if it's possible to get it perfect. I really don't think so. Rock lobster. Oh, rock lobster. What was that in reference to? I'm sorry, I think I wasn't paying attention to chat very closely. Why did the fairy godmother get updated? I don't understand. Okay, well. I haven't tested these gun part changes yet, but that's all right. Fix cave Z index. Update gun part randomizer. Okay. Fix the Z index issues. Boom, done. Have you ever heard of Paper Planet? It's a really underrated roguelike. I have not, but I'll give that a look. Said rock monster. Oh, rock lobster. Yeah. I got what you're saying now. Cool. All right. Well, I think I'll call the stream there. I'm getting pretty hungry, so I'm going to go eat some lunch. But thank you all for joining me, and thank you all for hanging out. Very much appreciate it. Let's see. Apple says, I have an idea for a passive. It would be where the player is in a giant hamster ball and gives +2 health and raises speed, but you need to accelerate. That is an interesting one, yeah. So you start like sliding around and stuff. That is an interesting idea. I'm going to think about that. It's a good idea. But yeah, that'll be it for the stream today. Thank you all for your suggestions. Thank you all for watching. Very much appreciate it. And yeah, again, wishlist Gunforged. Gunforged will be coming out on the 17th of February, so I've got a lot of work to do, but it should be fine. So it's getting to the end here. It's going to be in your hands before you know it. So thanks again, everyone. I very much appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you at in the stream tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. All right, have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.